Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I balayage my hair at home. I've been doing my own hair since like COVID times when everything got super expensive and we had nothing to do. So I recently had just toned it a little bit dark for fall, but now that it is warming up here in New England, I do want to just do a couple pops of color. And I am not a professional. I am not suggesting you do this. But if you do want to save yourself some money, there are like a couple easy ways that we can get a little bit of brightness at home. So let's do it. Before we get into everything, I just want to show you what products I bought at Sally's. This is actually my first time using this bleach, but they say it's the best one that you can get at Sally's. I wish I could get salon grade, but I just didn't have the patience or time to look on eBay. So I went and got the Ion Cream bleach. That's focusing. And then I got a 20 volume developer. I would rather go low and slow than to use 48. We don't want to mess up our hair, you know. The risk is not worth that. You don't want to fry off your hair. So I got a 20 volume. And then I did just get a toner in case we don't lift like perfect. I just want to have something to throw on. I like a golden blonde, but I feel like when I get these golden at Sally's, it just pulls a little too warm. So I just went with a 9NG. It's a sand blonde, so it's not ashy, but it's not completely golden either. NG, I believe, means neutral golden, I think. I already have like my mixing bowl, so we're going to be using a mixing bowl, a little brush, and maybe a little bit of just our hands to paint some stuff in. But yeah, that's what I've got. And then before we do this, I always get in a dirty old t-shirt. I have my dyeing t-shirt, so don't mind my appearance once I get that on. All right, let's go. So on the back of this, it just says mix a 1-to-1 ratio or 1 or 2, depending on how much brightness you want. So I'm just gonna kind of eyeball it and get my consistency how I like it. Just gonna mix little by little because I don't know how much we're gonna end up doing. It's just a balayage, so we don't need a large amount. Yeah. Mix that in. Kind of see what we're working with here. For a balayage, we just want it to look like we've been kissed by the sun. So my face framing placements are going to be the most important and just kind of give us some pops. I always would rather do less and then be able to go back in and add more pops of color, especially as we get closer to the summer. When we're doing it ourselves, we can do as much or as little as we'd like. Okay, so to get our fresh pops, we're going to want to take out a diagonal here because this is like the front of our face, and we're going to just pull this hair back. So I'm going to pull this part up and kind of just make 2 sections here. Perfect. Okay, the big thing about balayage is the tension that we keep, and then we're just gonna kind of make little triangles where like the sun would naturally hit. So let's start here. And we just paint. And we definitely want to tap out our ends. And obviously gloves would be the smarter idea here. Okay, we just paint that in. Make sure that you have enough product or it is not going to lift. We're gonna go in with this top piece. This is our money piece, so this is where you're gonna really feel bright in the front of your hair. I'm not gonna bring it all the way up to our root because then it will just look, see how it's, my old one I did is right there. But that way, because I don't really know how to root tap at home. So let's see what's going on here. I don't like a super thick money piece, but you want to make sure that you're getting enough on there, obviously. Again, gloves would be ideal. I'm gonna bring a little bit more up so we have more ribbons. Sorry, I start talking all quiet once I'm doing it, but maybe add a couple more ribbons. And the way we've parted this hair at that diagonal, we will have hair overlapping this, so it might be nice to pull up something a little brighter. With this bottom piece, I can't really do the back of my head, but I do wear my hair up so much, so I would like something kind of coming up right there. So I'm just gonna kind of risk it for the biscuit here and make my triangle right there. And I've never done this, so we shall see. Just paint in our little triangle and make sure we're keeping our tension so you have something to work with, you know? This might have been too big a section of hair, but whatever. Getting down to the ends. With my hair this long, I always wish I had one. Sorry, y'all. My camera died, and since this is a time-sensitive project, we will be coming to my iPhone. We are back. So we're just going to repeat on the other side. And now I've kind of wasted some time, so I'm going to move quickly. Your edges. Just taking it down. So far, working with this bleach, I love it. It's much easier to control than the powdered bleach I used to get. Okay, money piece. Come on back. Take another ribbon. Okay, bring it down. I'm just gonna do my random back piece here, getting the bottom for when I pull my hair up. Again, don't know how this is gonna work, but we've committed. Okay, get the bottom here. So hard doing it on this side versus my strong side, so keeping that tension is really the only thing that saves me. That might have gone a little rogue, but it's my hair. Keep our tension. I don't know why things like this are like therapeutic for me. Just down, painting my hair, minding my business, not bothering anyone. Get those, and just really bleach out our ends. See? Use the shirt to just paint. Why not? That's my board. Oh, that's what I was saying when my camera cut off, but I wish I had one of those boards to paint on. Oh, I have a shirt I like underneath this though. Okay. Onto the pants. That's why you make sure you're wearing something you do not care about when you do this. All right, let's do the top. Split our side in two because the top is obviously gonna be, and now my light died, our most visible. See how I've already painted in a ribbon here? So I'm just gonna kind of make that pop and then just leave the rest dark. Just so when we drop our highlighted pieces on, it will be the dark underneath. So, oh shit, just wipe that off. Okay, go in, paint. Good. Tip out on the bottom. I like to just do a little of this because I think it helps make it look more natural. Just tipping out the bobs. Move that hair so I can use my shirt as my board. This is where my grays are. So hopefully being lighter, but see where I've just painted in before. So I'm kind of going to copy that. I want to get 3 weaves here. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, that should be good. So we have our 3-piece section here. I do like that. I don't want to be super bright, so the way you tone it really decides what the end result will be. Painting that on. And getting that tip out. So that should be 3 pretty ribbons for the top. Okay. We're gonna repeat that on the other side. Time to do. As you can see, we're ready to my last pieces. Too much. Like that off. Bring it down to our shirt. and the other light dye. Okay, 1 second left. Uh-oh, bro. Where's he? Okay. Let's be done. Coming to the top. Love to know what the bangs play, but why do we have the back? Because I cut my own hair as well. Alright, let's do our weave. I think I might have to do it backwards since I'm ready. Up, down, up, down. Okay. Cover 3 pieces. And let's paint. God, I hate doing stuff. Make our ribbons. There's just something about having some fresh highlights that really change the game. Okay. Alright, I think I'm about satisfied here. Just gonna continue letting it develop. I have to use my phone to see how long this has even been on. And then I will check back after I rinse this out and we'll see what the toning situation is gonna be like. Okay, it's been about an hour. These are looking pretty lifted to me and it's drying out, so we are going to at least rinse the bottom. This is the part I get nervous. Sorry, you're kind of crooked. Because you're actually seeing the lift. And oh baby, she lifted. But I'm always like, oh, I should have left it longer here, or can't tell if I got the bottoms enough. But like wet right now, it looks like it worked. So now we're gonna tone for 20 minutes. And we'll see, but definitely highly recommend that bleach just because it was so easy to work with. I have this little mixing. I used to paint it on, but clearly you can see nothing I do is neat or steady. So it's 1 part this to 2 parts developer, and this I will finish it. In the shower, I just washed my hair. I did not condition or anything, the whole bottle. Okay, I'd rather have too much than too little. All right, so that is 1.5 ounces, which means we'll add 3 ounces of developer, which will bring us to 4.5 in here. It's orange. And definitely I ruined the pants I was wearing, so make sure pants and t-shirt are good, or just don't sit down when you do it. Okay, so we're just gonna get this on there. Real neat. Kidding. We'll leave this for 20 and we will get our results. Okay, we are toned, washed, conditioned. Just gonna blow dry and see our results. And just like that, we have some ribbons of blonde going through our hair from nicer weather. Look at that. I'm pretty impressed with my blend here. All right, guys, let me know what you want to see next. Outside light. What about Mel Robbins' mother?
Mary had a she said you should listen to this podcast.